Hey YouTube, today I've got a surprise for you. But unlike the other surprise or other surprises, you're not going to have to wait. But I told you guys that I was going to figure out which gun I was going to put my new ATN sight on. Yeah, right way. Scope. And man, I went over this and I thought about it and I went back and forth and I didn't want to take the scope off of any gun, even though I don't plan on using that scope as a primary. It's going to be a secondary. The closest I came was to using it on my Varrock, but I guess you could call me lazy. The Varrock is in one of those little custom cases where it's cut out and it's set in the case in the cutout. So I didn't want to bother with that because then I'd have to leave it sitting on the floor or whatever on the bipod when I wasn't using it while that scope was on it. So anyway, just being lazy. I know it's only 2 screws or 2 bolts, whichever it happens to be. And I just couldn't figure it out. So I also told you guys before I got this scope that I was going to get a 30 cal. I never told you guys what 30 cal I was going to get, and then I canceled it. Well, I'm not here to tell you that I got that 30 cal either. So I've had 3 wants. 3 wants. And I wanted a semi-automatic, but honestly, I never found a semi-automatic that fit my needs or that I thought looked good enough, really is what I want to say. I never liked the looks of any semi-auto, or even, well, I like the looks of some full autos, but most of the full autos were either really expensive or BB guns, just little fun toys that were still kind of outrageous. But there was, I think it was the LCS or LKS, I think it's LCS. I did like that gun. Really, I liked it a lot. And I just didn't want to pay the price that they were asking for that gun. And most of them you pay and you wait. You just can't get it. And then the other thing that I wanted was a 30 cal, but you guys already know that. And I'm kind of choicy about the 30 cals that I wanted. And I'll just go ahead and tell you now, the one that I did want was the Crawl. I think it's called the Bighorn, not for sure. I've only seen it in the Crawl, on the Crawl website, or Crawl or whatever. So I've only seen it on their website. Reasons here and there, I hee-hawed around. I haven't bought it. So, and I'm not going to say I won't get it, but I just haven't bought it for some reason or another. Well, then I looked at the AEA, and as far as I'm concerned, AEA just isn't there as far as accuracy yet. They have a lot of nice looking guns and features that I would like. And the price for the bullpups is great, and some of the regular ones are great. But when you start getting into the ones that look like the ARs or the FX, to me the price gets a little bit pricey, and it just doesn't have the accuracy for me to pay that right now. That's just my opinion. And as you know, I tell you guys all the time, this is my opinion. It may differ from yours, but what I say is 100% my opinion. It's not the law. Now, another gun that I wanted was an 8 gun Leshy. I wanted the the second, not the one where the handle was made onto it and just broke to the side, but the one that kind of looked like a pistol that you had to put the handle on the back. I didn't know that the egg gun came in 30 cal, but I've looked at it a lot. Same thing happened with me with the egg gun that happened with me for the LCS, and that is they always back ordered or out of stock, or you had to pre-order them, and I didn't want to wait for it. And it's one more, and for the life of me, I never can remember the name of this gun, but I love it to death, and I do plan on getting one. But it's the same thing. It's made to order, and it's a 6 to 8 month wait. And I've heard some horror stories that the gun didn't come to maybe a year later or longer. So, be that as it may, have you figured out what my surprise is? Well, I know through all of this conversation that I've had with you guys that you do know it's a gun. So, I told you wasn't going to have to wait. Maybe just a little bit longer. So, I wanted to make this video, and I've been waiting for this gun for almost a week. It was shipped the day after I bought it, and seems like no matter what, when you buy a gun, except for Pyramyd Air, everybody else wants to take forever to ship you something. It either takes a week to 10 days to get to you, no matter where it's at. Anyway, I think you guys will be surprised with what I bought. And I thought, how or what kind of video do I want to make? Do I want to do an unboxing? Do I want to put the gun, set the gun up, scope and all, bipod, and show you the gun? Did I want to go outside and shoot the gun? Well, I'm going to tell you right now, it's hotter than a mother outside. I waited last night until it was almost dark to cut the grass, and I came in the house soaking wet. So when you drop your clothes, they go thunk. Well, I got to do some more of that today because I didn't finish. I push cut my yard. It's an acre. Yeah. Anyway, and yes, I do have riding mowers, but I'm a big chunky, so I'm trying to lose the weight. So anyway, guys, I'm not going to make you wait much longer, but a little bit. Here's the gun. Here's the gun. Okay? Now, if you already own this gun, you probably know what it is just by the box. If you don't own this gun, there's a few that you could be guessing that it might be. No hints. We're just going to open the box and see what the surprise is. And it's a surprise to me too. So, the surprise is, the gun is, what is it? What is it? What, you can't see? It's the smallest box I have probably ever seen a gun come in. Well, there's only one other air gun I've seen to come in a box even close to this size. Now, I haven't opened this, but I'm going to tell you, I'm going to look at it first, but I'm going to show you what it is. And I'm going to tell you guys, most expensive gun I ever bought, and I'm going to say ever will buy. Now, I know I've told you guys I wasn't going to buy another gun, wasn't going to buy another gun. This particular gun, I was just scrolling, and man, I look through YouTube all the time. I know you guys are saying, show us what it is, show us what it is. I look through YouTube all the time. I'm watching your videos. I'm looking for videos. I can't get enough air gunning. I have never seen this particular gun in stock. Never. I guess I've been watching it for as long as I have been in air gunning, which is about 5 years. And I will tell you, when I first started looking, my first thought when I saw this gun was, who in the hell would pay that kind of money for an air gun? Now, mind you, I still didn't know, and I don't think anybody knows, it's never shot one, what these guns will do. And not this particular gun, but what the air guns are capable of today. People who don't use these guns have the thoughts of BB guns and pellet guns that we grew up with, you know, the pumps like this. And anyway, that's kind of what they think. They just don't realize what these guns are capable of. And I didn't. Now, as far as what I paid for this gun, one of the things that made me pay for it is just because when I decided that I wanted it, I never did see it. Never. And I was still having issues with the price. But the fact that I never did see it made me say, if I ever see it, I ain't going to think twice. I'm going to buy it. So I did. Have you figured it out yet? Have you? Okay, so this is what I want you to do. I want you to put in the comments what you think it is. And I know you're going to say, well, Kenneth, I could post what I think it is and you would never know. Yeah, I want you to post after you put it in there what you thought it was. And then, and before you read anybody's comments, don't go looking at their comments. And I'm not putting what this is in the title, so you ain't going to know that way either. Don't go reading other comments. Just guess. Guess, guys. Make it, have a little fun with this, okay? Have a little fun. This is a once in a lifetime thing for me. Okay? Once. So, the winner is my new gun. How about that? How about that? And no, I didn't buy the cheapest one. I did not. Now, am I going to shoot it for you guys? I'm not. You will see me shoot it once I set it up with the ATN. So it will be like a double video. It'll be me showing off my ATN and showing off my 8-gun Leshy 2. This is the 8-gun Leshy 2. Yeah, I don't see nothing in English on this. And I'll tell you what else. I thought this gun was either Italian or Spanish. It is not. If I am correct, this is Russian. This is a Russian gun. Yeah, Russian Federation. Only English you see. So, probably wouldn't even be able to get this gun here in a little bit with Biden getting the ban to start in a couple of weeks. All right, guys. I am going to show it to you. Yep, I can show it to you. Let me put this to the side. So the gun comes like this. The gun is like this. So it's 2 pieces. I'm picking it up. Yeah. Yeah. See the business end? There you go. See, you can see straight through it. Okay. Get a up close and personal look at this gun. Up close and personal. So I noticed that on this side, I guess that's Russian. On this side is English. But when you open it up, you most definitely see the Russian side. Now, to my dismay, my gun came with the black. I was really hoping for the red. And I won't be buying no more of these because these guys right here are $90 a piece. Now on the Layla, they are $30. I could more or less deal with 30, even though I still think that's high. But these are 90. Now, show you what it comes with. Now look at that. That's one good thing. It does come with the adapter piece for your field probe. It comes with it in the bag, but for over $2,000, yeah, over $2,000. And these two pieces, they are magnetic, and they go on this right here. Okay, so you can't shoot the gun without these, or if you could, I do believe it would lose substantial power. Now, this is your air cylinder. Actually, this is heavier than the gun. Your gauge is on this end. This is a little neoprene sleeve. And I'm assuming because this is metal, and this is heavy as all get out. I'm assuming because this is metal that it's for your cheek when you're shooting. Okay. Alrighty. Now I'm going to tell you guys. I spoke with Brian when I bought this, and I'll tell you when I went to look for it, while I was looking for it. And again, this is the 2, right? The 2. And on the back, it is the 30 cal, guys. The 30 cal. But I don't really see nothing that tells you besides the fact that I talked to him and this is what I ordered. Yeah, I don't see anything that tells you what caliber it is. Now you can look through that hole and you can tell that it's not a 177, 22, or 25 because that's a big hole. So anyway, I talked to Brian after I had ordered it, and Brian is a real nice dude. Now maybe when you're selling somebody something that costs this much, you are nice too. But I believe he's a genuinely nice guy. He did not make me feel rushed, and I had a lot of questions, and I kept changing my mind. And I had already bought the gun. I had already bought it, but not this one. I actually tried to buy one that had the AR-15 style hand grip. And he took the time, and although I didn't get that one, there was another available in a different model. But he took the time to let me know that was not the barrel length that I wanted. I wanted the 350. I didn't want the shortest, but I didn't want the longest either. I did want it still to be, as they call it, a truck gun. So as I talked to him, I had a bunch of questions. What's the difference between this model and that model, and what barrels do you have, and how much longer is this barrel than that barrel? And I talked to him for maybe 35 minutes, and he was just as patient and just as kind. He answered the phone really fast. He took his time and he explained everything to me. Everything that I asked, he explained it to me. So what did this do for me? Well, it fulfilled my semi-auto. No, this is not a semi-auto gun, but it's a self-indexing. Now, what's the difference? This is more like a revolver. Okay, so these pellets shoot directly from the magazine. They don't go into, like the other guns. You stick them into the barrel. These shoot directly from the magazine. They will not shoot without the magazine. Okay. The indexing is like a semi-auto. It does roll with each shot, but it is self-indexing. But still, as far as the basic concern is, this gun is semi-auto. Okay. I wanted the 30 cal. It's the 30 cal. Now I gave up one caveat. I wanted a 30 cal rifle. Now this is a rifle. It's not a pistol. Even with the barrel and everything, it looks like a pistol, but it's not considered a pistol. I think it's considered a carbine. And that's because it will not function without the stock, which holds the air. Okay. Oh, and just to show you guys, the air does not go into the pistol part. It goes in right there. Okay. You have this little dowel piece, and now that covers your dust cover. That's your dust cover right there. So it closes the little valve intake, and it's closed on this side. And then you roll it again, and now it's open on that side. Okay. So there you go. There you go. So every other click, it opens a side. Other than that, guys, I don't think I have to make too detailed of a view of a movie or video about this gun, because there's so much out there about it. I think this gun just went on sale this month. Now, am I one of the first? I don't think so. I think there's enough of them out there that I can't consider myself one of the first. Am I happy? And do I feel lucky? Yeah. Because even though they say they're going to be in stock now, I still think there's going to be some back order. And depending on this ban, and I know it's ammunition ban, but depending on how far they take it, it may be really, really hard to get one of these. So if you're thinking of getting one, go to eightgunwest.com and call Brian. Like I say, he's a pretty nice dude. So he is based out in California. So depending on where you are, but again, now I ordered this gun and it's shipped on Friday or Saturday, and it got to Nashville on Monday. And FedEx held it until today because today was the estimated shipping date. But I seen it arrive in Nashville Monday and kept thinking they're going to go ahead and deliver my gun. They did not. They did not. So, thumbs down, FedEx. Thumbs down. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed the surprise. When I get it set up with the scope, I will get a video out to you guys. I will get the video before I have my surgery, which is coming up real soon. I was hoping to get another video of me shooting the Varrock by then, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. So, there will be a long wait before another video after my surgery. And the surgery is, I will be in an arm cast. Well, I don't think it's a cast, but whatever this thing is they were talking about, for 10 days. So I won't be able to use my right arm at all, and I am right-handed. But guys, until next time, stay safe, shoot straight.